Do you believe interest rates are on hold for 3 years? I hope not. Will the stock market surge after the US election? And what beaten up stock has been bought up big time by normal people trying to build wealth because term deposits are absolutely hopeless? I'm Peter Switzer.
I'm Paul Rickard, and we're mad about money.
Well, Paul, the good old Reserve Bank Governor, Dr. Phil, says no more rate rises for you for 3 years.
For 3 years. Dr. Phil, sometimes called the Mario Draghi of Australia, is that right? Whatever it takes, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
That's what they said. No interest. I do believe it, Peter, but yeah, I worry a little about this quantitative easing stuff. I mean, I just think I don't think 0.1 is going to make any difference, but the Reserve Bank thinks it needs to be doing something. Dr. Phil thinks he needs to be out there having a press conference of all things, right?
Yeah. Right? Show up.
I don't know. I think they're getting over the Melbourne Cup. Anyhow, look, no interest rate rises. What it means for borrowers, look, you were going to see variable home loan rates below 2%. Not there yet. There's a couple of little ones in the market, but I reckon we'll see some of the majors get down towards I think a 1 is not out of the question, and some of the fixed rates will certainly get in the very low 2s.
Well,
so
I'm hoping he's lying because, and by the way, as George Costanza on Seinfeld said, it's not a lie if you believe it. And I think that's what he's saying right now. If the economy surges over the next 2 years, in the third year, he's going to have to raise interest rates if inflation is going through the roof. But at this point in time, like George Costanza, he believes it, therefore it's not a lie. I hope it is a lie because...
Yeah, we want him to be wrong.
Yeah,
we want Dr. Phil to have total egg on his face, right?
That's right. Totally.
Well,
for good reason.
Well, we should also say, if you're relying on your savings, look, get interest rates on term deposits, they're going to come down as well, right? You're not going to see a big figure of 1 again. So get used to the zeros. If you want to get the higher rates, you're going to need to take more risks, right?
Yeah, exactly right. And be careful when you do. Stick with quality if you're going to do that. Will the stock market surge after US?
Well, I read a brilliant article the other day, Peter.
Did you write it?
I've written this one, which gave you 3 scenarios. I still think the most important scenario today, the election, is to watch the US Senate. Right? I think Biden's going to win, but I think both. If we get an outcome today, I think it's probably good for the market. Right? The bigger question is going to be if the Dems do a clean sweep and take the Senate. I still think we'll get a bit of a rally, but I think the market...
You're wearing blue.
Yeah,
you're a blue
I'm on the blue team today. A lot of you I know are red fans, but I don't think you're going to be happy tonight if we get a result. Now, that's the biggest risk. We probably won't get Pennsylvania today, because the count's just not going to happen. So, and
they're very lazy in Pennsylvania.
Well, there are really sort of 2 basic scenarios. Biden takes one of the Sunbelt states, that's Florida, Arizona, Georgia, or North Carolina, and it's good night for Donald Trump if he does that. Yeah. Or conversely, Trump has to hold all those states, and then it comes down to Pennsylvania, right? Largely, it's assumed that Michigan and Wisconsin will go to Biden. And so it's really, if we get the first 4 states go through, and which we will get today, and Biden wins one of those, I think it's good night for Donald Trump. I think it's going to be a good night for Donald. After the election, market wants certainty, get a result, market will like it.
And so if it's a clear result, I think the market goes up. If it's really going to be a battle between finding out who's the president, market goes down. But I would call it a buying opportunity because eventually they will get sorted.
And they're going to get a stimulus change. The only downside here, and this will probably affect less the market, more residual parts, but if it is a clean sweep, then they're going to start to worry about some of Biden's policies.
Okay,
right?
Now here's my question. What beaten up stock has been bought up big time by normal people? I was interviewing the the MD of Webjet, John Gusick. He made the surprising revelation. He had 10,000 retail investors before the coronavirus. He now has 65,000 normal, everyday mum and dad, young investors all coming into his company. Paul, is this an interesting sign for investing going through?
I think it is telling us what's going on out there, Peter. Yeah. I mean, clearly, with the interest rates so low, this is why the stock market is going up and going up in the US, because there's just so much money out there, Peter. And this is a lot of people. Now, sure, there's a lot of speculation here.
And buying Webjet is speculation.
It is speculation. It's the reopening trade. I mean, I actually think Qantas is a better bet.
As a safer
speculative play than Webjet or Flight Centre. I think even Alan Joyce here was saying he may have 50% of domestic flights up by Christmas, right? Yeah. We get if the border between the Mexicans and the good guys of New South Wales comes down, as glad as they talk about today. You know, the people are going to start to travel between the two states. So I think everyone was keen to get across Australia. But look, so I think Qantas is a better play. But come back to the argument, a lot of people are investing in the stock market. That's one of the reasons why dips are being bought. Yeah. You know, and I think that's going to continue.
And why more people are watching Mad About Money and the Switzer TV investing show. Numbers are going through the roof.
You're taking some risk. One other item I'll throw in today, Peter. Woolworths out with a good sales report, 11.7% increase in comparable store sales. Smash Coles again, right? Yeah, Big W up by 23%, and everyone's going. They're not going to the pub, but they're going to Dan Murphy's. No, they're going to Dan Murphy's because both Coles and Woolies reported liquor sales up by around 20% compared to last year. So that's a lot more.
Put Dan Murphy's and Bunnings together, and of course Bunnings is not a Woolworths. Two of the best businesses in the country, aren't they?
So those stocks remain strong. I mean, they are huge beneficiaries out of what's been going on here.
Yeah. I'm Peter Switzer.
I'm Paul Rickard, and we're mad about money.